Hey, it's Shelly. I'm here at the Starbucks right across the street from the Moscone Center. Steve Jobs is at the end of his keynote. A lot of cool things announced. Did you guys get the info? Do you know what he announced?
We did. We're sitting here, we're live blogging it, and it's looking good.
What's your name?
Jason Moran.
Jason Moran. And who are you with? What do you do?
We're doing a little bit of journalism.
And who are you?
My name's Ray Duke.
Ray Duke? Ray Duke, a designer. What company are you with? You do your own thing. With ABC News, how cool is that? And what do you think about the announcement? What did he announce?
It looks pretty good. A bit of an update to the Apple TV. We got some new movies. Looks good. You can rent movies now. Looks good. And new airport, hard drive in it, so we can do some backup without having to plug drives in, no cables, so just walk around the house with laptop.
You like that?
Backups. We, of course, we have the one more thing. Let's just skip the chase.
Exactly.
Whoa, there's something in the air. And that would be a super thin laptop. We brag that these Sony laptops are 1 inch. They're around 1 inch, 1 inch thin. These apparently are 0.75 inches thin. That's even thinner. It goes from thick to thin, and the whole thing fits in a manila envelope.
We're going to have to get over to the Apple booth and see if they've got something on display, like last year when they had the iPhone just kind of rotating, hanging suspended in the air.
It better not be like that, because that was a bunch of name-o-ness. So you don't want something in glass you can't touch.
We want to touch. We want to play.
There better be something in the air with fingerprints.
So hey, we're here at the Apple booth at Macworld Expo 2008. The big announcement today, the new MacBook Air. Very, very thin, very cool, very light.
Where's the button?
So here I am in the Apple booth, and this is it. The new MacBook Air. Look how thin this is. This is just absolutely out of control. I want one.
A boca de coisa louca, quero tudo de você, e tudo de você, e tudo de você, e tudo de você, quero tudo de você.
That's right. That's my intent. He's helped me out with I can see the story.
I am here at the Gridiron booth with Steve Ford, who is the president CEO bigwig here. And I went to the Gridiron party last night and I saw something really cool. Gridiron Flow. And myself, when I was in my designer days, I would have loved this because it's a no-brainer. And in my printing days, I would have forced my designers to use this.
I think the ironic thing was that when we were doing some investigation about flow and I'm trying to understand what were the big bottlenecks that creatives go through when they go from idea to end result. What are all those things and how can we get rid of them? And it was ironic because I was gathering projects on iPods, real-world projects, to test software on, and nobody could ever give me that project without it missing stuff.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so basically what Flow does is really organize everything around your project and give you a whole new way of looking at it. Really, it's as you can see, I've got an InDesign project here, and I'll just actually hide these previews so that you can see all of the things that are associated with it. And it did this all without requiring me to do any changes in the application.
So on here, what this is actually showing me are all the elements that are within this InDesign file,
That's right.
whether they're Photoshop elements or Illustrator elements, and I could double click on these right from here.
That's right.
And edit those elements.
And it doesn't matter where they're stored. They could be on FireWire drives, on servers, on anything. You don't have to go through files and folders to find them. They're all right there, and all you do is you just double click on it, and it will open it up in the application that created it.
And what I saw also that we're not going to see today, but I'm going to quickly tell you about, what I saw last night was when you look at that flow of that document,
That's right.
you can see all the different saved revisions, and you can
got it.
track all of that right in the program.
That's it.
Flow by Gridiron, they'll be opening up a beta when?
Spring public beta. We're shooting for a public beta in spring of this year.
Expo. Thanks to our friends at iStockFlutter.com and MediaLab.com. Make us up SiteGrinder 2. Download your own copy of SiteGrinder 2 at MediaLab.com. So here in the Macworld
manufacturing booth, covering the floor for Macworld, and blogging on the Macworld Expo site. Could I have anything more else to do?
Tudo de você, tudo de você, e tudo de você. Quero tudo de você, e tudo de você, e tudo de você.
Hi, this is Shelley with Get Creative, and I am here with Chris Breen.
Yes, you are.
How cool is that?
I don't know how cool is it.
It's very cool.
Oh, good.
You are such well-known and very well-respected in the Mac community.
So they tell me.
I know. So what number of Macworld is this for you?
624.
I like that. Considering the Mac first came out in '84, you've been very busy.
I have been very busy.
You've been working with Macworld magazine for a long time.
Yes.
What is going on with Macworld? Are there any exciting things that are going to be happening? Tell me about what's going on. What are you writing about these days?
I'm writing a lot about this thing in my pocket here. This is an iPhone. I talk a lot about iPhones, and I also I write the troubleshooting column, Mac 911. So people come to me with their personal problems, and I solve them for them, and they feel good.
So what was your favorite announcement? What are you looking forward to?
My favorite thing was the Apple TV.
Drop the price, new software.
What's important about it, this is a game changer. This is huge. I mean, to people say, oh yeah, I can watch TV. I'm like, no, this is video on demand. People have been looking for this video on demand solution. This is it. It's here.
I want it, and I want it now. Apple TV. Movies on demand. And what else do you look forward to here at Macworld?
I look forward to Freeform.
He hasn't
Cake.
eaten much today. He needs cake.
I have not eaten much today, and I'm looking forward to cake.
Well, Chris, thanks for taking the time to get creative with
You
Shelley.
bet. All right.
And this will be on creativepro.com. And y'all come back now, you hear? Hey,
What?
you.
Oh.
Ben Long. How cool is that? And Ben Long is another writer for Creative Pro, editor, person, photography, color, visual imaging.
That's what it says on my business card. Exactly. I don't know how you knew.
And you are a known guru.
Apparently.
So you spoke today,
I did.
and you're speaking tomorrow.
I am.
What are you speaking about?
Chris Breen and I are doing an iPhone thing for the rest of the week. The last 2 days have been Derek Story and I doing Aperture, which is Apple's image editing, photo management workflow extravaganza.
So are your iPhone sessions do you expect them to be to the walls?
Today was packed. There were not enough chairs. Yeah, it was ugly.
And isn't it amazing that 1 year ago, right now, that little iPhone was hanging suspended in a beautiful glass case in the booth, and now probably 70% of the people, maybe even more, that are here have them. Is there anything, any seminars, anything you got going on that's upcoming? You write your next article for Creative Pro?
You know, Macworld just takes up so much time that's all this week is. But yeah, there's some camera reviews coming up on Creative Pro and some software reviews, some Photoshop plugins, some other stuff.
And I thank you, Ben, very,
Well,
very
thank you
much.
very
From
much.
one Creative Pro author to another.
Absolutely, we're going to take over the world.
Phew! End of day 2. Tonight was the Mac Blast, the annual Big Bash event held for Macworld attendees. Devo was a special guest playing tonight. Actually got to go backstage and meet them. How cool is that? Went to a really great press conference afternoon from the folks at Vesta Life. That's VESTA life.com, and picked up a Ladybug, which is a new iPod docking station. It is absolutely beautiful. You can take it on the road. It runs on batteries. It also has a power adapter with it. It's soft. It's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. Going to be distributed through Apple retail stores and BestBuy.com, and it will be available this spring. Vesta-life.com. And that's everything for today. Come back tomorrow and check out what's happening at end of day tomorrow. This is Shelley Hall with Get Creative. Take care.